So today we're gonna make one of those Diwali classics, Gulab Jamun, and we're here with my nanny today, the expert on Gulab Jamun. In our family, nobody makes Gulab Jamun alone, so I had to have company, or I wouldn't know what to do. And we have the Kerrygold full cream powdered milk and the Kerrygold butter to help us out today, and some flour to start with. So, Nanny, if you would explain
Three cups of flour.
So yeah, we have 3 cups of flour and her.
1.5 cups powdered milk.
Okay, and that means her ratio is like 2 to 1. So we don't have a recipe as per usual, and we're gonna figure it out throughout the video. So 3 cups of flour, and then I'm gonna crack one of these guys open and measure 1.5 cups of the Kerrygold full cream powdered milk. Yeah, it's ready. And a scissors, please. Yeah. Trying to make measurements here. Trying. I think we've been making this since I was a child. Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean since before I was born, obviously. But me remembering making this is me maybe about 10 years old, and coming the day before Diwali in Nanny's house with all of my aunties and the cousins, and everybody has to pull their weight and go home with their share of all the sweets. So it's not just Gulab Jamun, it's usually Gulab Jamun and Kurma and Barfi and who else? Rasgulla. And oh, I love Rasgulla. Anyway. So it's usually a big production line at home, and it's probably why I've never been able to make it on my own, because I always have company. Okay, so from here, what do we put?
Put the ginger.
Ginger. All of this?
Yeah, put one.
Okay, so this is about 1.5 tablespoons of grated ginger. Right. And who else?
Baking powder.
A teaspoon, right? So that's not all this, that's like a little less. True all?
Yeah.
Okay. So a little more than a teaspoon. And this is spice. How much you want? All of this?
And put all the elaichi.
Don't put all the elaichi. Put half?
More than half.
Okay, 3/4.
Put the butter and start to mix.
Should I mix this first? No? So we want half of this butter. So half of this butter is a cup of butter. And you want it cold, right?
Yeah.
Like it should go in cold. Okay, should I cut this butter up or?
So you get it dry.
Okay. So not room temp, right? Cold butter is what she's saying we should be using. Okay.
Mix.
Just mix. So are we trying to rub the butter into smaller pieces in here, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So all the avid bakers out there, this is like the rubbing in method that you're accustomed doing with pastry, I guess. Cold butter into flour, but in this case it's cold butter into whatever that mixture was that we made just now for Gulab Jamun, with the powdered milk, etc. What was the word you were teaching, Badawi? Say it louder.
Puhar.
If nobody else knows what puhar means, it's like the Hindi word for untidy or messy. And the word itself sounds messy, and yeah, she just called me puhar.
I can make about 5 pounds of flour.
5 pounds. This is 3 cups. 5 pounds of flour.
So when I had the bread last time, I made enough. I said, anybody want?
Yeah, she make enough. I went away with a bag for me alone.
So anybody want to cook it, that's not a problem.
Yeah. And I just said, look, I make enough for the tip.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, it looks like it's there. It's even. Okay. They have lumps? You find them? You
I've seen him. That'll mix it so when you need it.
Okay, so we have some milk here, some full cream milk, and we're going to need, you want to pour? And I will need?
You need no.
Okay. I don't want to do it wrong. And milk is cold, and she said usually she uses evaporated milk, but I have regular full cream milk here too. So we'll see. So I guess you could use either one or water, depending.
Well, like when you're kneading flour, as you need flour, it doesn't have to be too soft.
That's too soft?
That good.
Okay. This is fine here, but we're just kind of trying to get it kind of round. And it needs to sit and soak or rest. Same thing. You good there?
Yeah.
Cool. So cover
Yeah.
and then rest. All right. Okay, so we maybe rested it for maybe more than 15 minutes, but but you only need 15 minutes. And Nani's going to attempt to show me how to do one. You want to do your own? So you kind of, how much is this? This is like, okay, you have more than me. 2 tablespoons maybe?
Yeah.
More?
Yeah, 1.5.
1.5 tablespoons worth in dough.
Or a handful.
I don't know what she just did. I don't know.
Yeah, and then you squeeze it this way,
Okay.
oblong.
Oblong, okay. And you kind of roll it. Is mine okay? No, it's not. No, it's not. The rest of Trinidad might not just know this as fat kurma, but you know, in India, this is not Gulab Jamun. I can't even remember what this is.
Fat kurma.
But they call rasgulla Gulab Jamun. So I don't exactly know what this is traditionally, but it tastes good. So when the entire family is there the day before Diwali making stuff, my grandfather would come just in time to ask to help to do this because he was very, very good at it. I think that was on purpose, but I'm not too sure. But he was real quick, like really, really quick. We started to fry them, and what Nani was saying is that you don't want the oil too hot, because you want them to cook and not burn, so they'll take a while to cook. Lady, they go stick.
No. Turn it.
So she also does this thing where she's overfill the pot and you'll be confused. And you're like, no, it have no more space. And she's like, no, it have space for 2 more. What do you mean? All right.
Golden brown.
Right? Golden brown. So this is the last batch. We're almost done frying. And Nani got a pot here on the side with a little bit of water. It looks like a little less than a cup of water. And she's gonna make the pag, which is like the sugar syrup that they throw over it at the end to get that kind of little crusty sugar thing that everybody likes, the sweet part. We have a pot up with about half cup of water, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, and I think it's a little bit. And we put it up to boil. I'm gonna drop this heat so we could have the chance to do all the things. And we have a cinnamon stick and 4 cinnamon leaves or bay leaves, Trinidad version of bay leaves here. And do you crush these?
Let's break it up
Okay.
so you get the flavor.
Right, so we're breaking it up so we get the flavor in there. And set to crack this. More than cracked. Okay, so 2 pot spoons worth in sugar. I will try to give you a measurement of what that is. to check if it's ready, she usually does this thing where you kind of let the sugar drip, and if it makes like a string, then it's ready, but it's not making a string yet. So, not quite there. Almost?
Almost there.
Almost. So, we kind of getting a string. Yeah, definitely got some strings there. Right, here, you take that spoon. You want me to throw or you want you to throw? Okay, you want the metal spoon or no?
Throw.
You wanted some powder milk on top of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot she does that. So like, when she's turning this, she's drop a little bit of powdered milk on it.
I'll let it mix first.
Okay, you mix first. Expert versus amateur. Okay. So, I think we needed a bigger bowl. Yeah, because I broke like two.
Bowl was too small.
Yeah, that bowl was definitely too small. Okay. They're here, they're ready. But we basically just drop the pag in, and then she drops a little bit of powdered milk when you start to see that sugar dry. Like when you start to see the white starting to form instead of clear around the Gulab Jamun, she drops a little bit of powdered milk just to give it some like body, I guess, and some like more white color. But I also kind of like how it tastes. And then she called me a puhar for dropping things everywhere. Try a puhar one. Okay, try one that I mash up. This is exactly how it tastes when I'm back here. She's diabetic, so she might not join me, but it is exactly how I remember it, maybe my whole life, which is buttery and soft, a little crunchy on the outside from the sugar and from the crust that was fried, but the inside is important that it is fluffy and soft and buttery. Otherwise, it is not Gulab Jamun in my eyes. But it is perfectly that way, regardless of me breaking like 4 or 5. It has to have that cardamom taste on the inside and the slight gingery taste and a little bit of spice as a little extra there. I don't know if the spice is so much Indian as it is Caribbean, but it's there. With a little green like that. Like so.
I guess this is the finished product.
So we're done. It actually didn't take that long. To get to this point, all we did was we mixed our dough, which was 2 parts flour and 1 part milk, powdered milk, with the spices and
Butter.
the butter, a cup of butter. I mean, we'll post the recipe as well, so you could always follow. And you kind of make it like sand. You break apart the butter and then you mix it in with some milk, or you could use water, rest it, form it, fry it, and then you make your pag or your sugar syrup and you toss it in it. So all in all, it actually was not that hard. It just maybe seems a little daunting because it's unfamiliar, but I mean, if you want to try it for Diwali, please feel free to try it. Let us know if you do. Tag the eatahfood page and let's see how it comes out, and we would really love to see it. And I hope you really enjoy this recipe. So I want to thank, first of all, my nanny for coming all the way from Tableland to help us make this amazing video today. And thank you so much, Kerrygold, for sponsoring this episode. And Shubh Diwali greetings to everybody out there, and have a great day, have a great season.